Oh my god. My mic was on the entire time. I thought I had it off. Sorry. If you could hear me coughing, I am genuinely so sorry. Hold on, let me turn myself down. Thank you. I'm just gonna turn this down too. Just a little bit. Is that better? Agent, is that better? Okay, good. I am so sorry. Alright. So now that everything is good, good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the stream. I am very sorry. I forgot my mic was, I thought I muted my mic, apparently not. And I also thought that I, was gonna sound okay. Very sorry for my voice and the coughing. Right before, or hours before this. Yeah. Hours before this, I actually ate something, and I think it had rosemary in it, so I'm having an allergic reaction, and I didn't realize until now. Try to slow mode, so what you see has 10 to 15 second delay. Yeah, I expect that. It'll be okay. I just have it on slow mode just in case. Yeah, I took Benadryl. I did take Benadryl. I just took it like 15 to 30 minutes ago. So yeah, I stopped. I'm still gonna cough, but like I took my inhaler, took the Benadryl, I'll be fine. So if I sound a little sleepy, or if I sound off, that's why. Alright, so give me a second while I... Yeah, EP. I'll be EP later, probably. I'm gonna pause this because I just didn't want to open without any music. But... now that we're here... How's everybody doing? How's everybody's day going? Because mine has been busy. Also, I'm so sorry, it immediately started the game. I went to see if I could open the game earlier and make sure everything was running right on stream. And it isn't. Okay. Okay, hold on. Come on. Show me. Ah. I might have to redo the capture. That's fine. It worked earlier. I don't think it's gonna work now. Yeah. Good, I had drinks and am resting in my room. Yeah, I think that is the best thing you can do for yourself. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay. Now, I am going to... Yeah, okay. Whoop. And I disappeared. Just like that. Okay. That's better. And... can you hear the game? Because if not, I might have to add the audio source too. Unless it's one of those games where if you click out of it, it stops, which is what I think it is. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet moment. As I was saying, I accidentally clicked into the game, and I didn't think that it was going to do the opening of everything before I went in, and it showed like the text screen. But essentially, let me see. If I can find the text real quick, I'll read it. So far no. Honestly, I don't know how to give mob privileges. I'm sorry, agent. I'll figure it out at some point. Today is not that day. Here's Andy. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is pain. When there's a path leading north, press W on an arrow key to cross it. Ooh. Box. Anyways, before I continue or while we're walking around and looking, I've actually played this several times. I've played this several times. Yeah, it's box. And I try to actually play it around New Year's because this game is about taking a trip in the new year to read your fortune. That looks like a hole. Go up here. So, I don't remember. I don't think oh, I do have a map. It's like, I don't remember if that was the S for the arrow key down, how much I have to walk around at this point, but I do remember some of the game elements. I just might not remember them very well. Ooh. The bridge, houses. I love how beautiful and atmospheric this game is with the filters and the layers and the sound of the snow, the white haze that everything goes through. And there's a windmill and a little house beside the windmill. Oh! Click left to interact. There you are. I've been waiting for you all day. You should not go outside without a hat on a cold day like this. Freeze your ears off. Ooh. And I am quite fond of the person I'm quite fond of the person whose ears those belong to. Did anyone see you coming here? Now you're being silly. You know that I'm not ashamed of you. It's not that. I like you very much. You and I come from different worlds. He's waiting for my answer. It said I'd give it to him next year. So she's essentially being married off, and her and this man are talking to each other in secret. And this is the last day of this year. Oh, she is very pretty. Okay, hold on. I will fix that. I'm sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. Let's turn me up then and turn the game down. Is that better? I can also think they have sound settings in this game. Is that better? I'm not sure. Just maybe, yeah. Oh. It's okay, you were reading and it drowned out. Yeah. This game gets really loud. No, you're being unfair. It isn't any easier for me. I can't read. I don't like it when you're like this. Calm down. You're walking. I hope you're joking. You do remember what happened to my cousin, don't you? I like the style of everything. It's like paper. Like paper dolls. Promise me you won't do anything foolish. We are not supposed to know what happens in the future. You should hurry home to your cottage and get some rest. Honestly, the soundtrack is really, really lovely too. I just think about it. Should you find yourself lost, clues can be found in the hints menu. That's gonna be up here. Head home to the cottage. I know I have to head home to the cottage, thank you very much. The box. Again. Oh shit. Now, my home awaits. By the way, it's in the pin chat, but if you haven't played this game or seen gameplay or heard of it, there are some parts of this game that are extremely photosensitive, and some which are have flashing lights and not photosensitive. Some that might be difficult for photosensitive people to watch, and parts that are disturbing. So, also this heartbeat. Oh my gosh. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, R. And it just all comes together. Beautiful. Oh, I don't remember where the jump scares are. It's been a long time. Oh gosh. Because I know there's a few. I just don't remember. Okay. So here's the map. And now we have a lot more spaces than we did before. And it's all in Swedish, and I can't read. Okay. So the box. Again. Okay, so we need to get to the church. Oh my god. Oh. Hold on, give me a second. Because I am gonna write this down. Because I know at some point symbols are gonna be very important to me. And I like to be prepared. Okay. So, for symbols we come across at any point is this little bird. And like a Y with a fork. I can go. We need to go to the church. Because I don't... Oh. And a horse. Next one is horse. Horse with little legs. Oh my goodness. And down. Go to church. No, thank you. Look, this is the one time. Hold on. I actually don't remember. Oh my gosh. Can I keep going? Yeah. There's a shed here. I'm not going in the shed right now. The shed can wait. Oh. To get in here, I need a key. Which I don't have. Which is being in the forest. Ooh. So I essentially have to find her to talk to her. Okay. Huldra, yeah, the Huldra. I forgot her name. Wait, hold on. I do have to go back though. If I remember correctly. Wait, I do have to go in here. Come on. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. So it's left, right, left, right, right, left, left. I don't like this anymore. I remembered why I don't play it at night. Oh my. I can hear her, but I don't know if I can find. Oh yeah, okay. I'm going the right way. She calls me. Did I go the wrong way? I went backwards. Are you kidding me? Come on. What do you mean? I'm here. Wait. Maybe I'm stupid? No. It's not best at night. I'm easily scared. And I would rather not be easily scared. Because I know there are jump scares, and I'm sensitive. Where's the arrow? Maybe... I don't know if she'll let me see her yet. Because this is the dead tree. And obviously I can hear her. But I can't get to her yet. Pussy. Yeah, I know I'm baby. I know I'm baby. Okay. So. Oh, that's not what I needed. She holds the key. But... Oh. Hello? Hello, Miss Ma'am. It's so nice to see you here on this lovely day. Hello, ma'am. Are you gonna show me? I'm not gonna ban you, Agent. But also, where are you going? Huh? Ooh. She's just walking after midnight. God, her singing is so beautiful. And how she moves. It's really fun. I like to see the way they animated all of this. And it still holds up after all this time. Oh, she made a little path for me with little flowers. For me? Oh, shoot. Okay. This is why I went into the little shed earlier. It's because I would save time, but also these... I'd rather get this part over with. This is actually one of the scariest parts for me. Boom, 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 boom. Wowee! Blood for the blood god. Sorry, I saw that. Blood for the blood god. Yeah. Okay. This is also... Oh my god. Matching pitches. This is matching pitches. Nah. Okay, I am not gonna look. I'm not gonna look because this is a jump scare. And I don't want to know. Oh. I don't like it whenever she bites. It scares the crap out of me. Matching what? Matching pitches. Pitch and tone, bell. Not bell. Ugh. Like a bell. Agent, shut your mouth. Are you kidding me? You stole my blood. But that was water. She stole my blood, gave me a fake key. I like it when she... Shut your mouth. You gotta be... No. Okay. But the key turned to water. Turned it to water. Woods and Kiln Cottage. Woods and Box. Vedtorpskog. Woods. Woods outskirts. One of these areas has water. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we go shoop, shoop, shoop. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna go down. Hello, Mr. Down. You can hear the water. Hello. You look like you are very cold, sir. And also, you need a couple of friends. Oh, very dapper. Yes, I want the key. You know, hold on. So, first we're going to read about the Brook Horse. Just a little bit, because it kind of gives a bit of insight into his character. Beloved. Yeah, he is my favorite. I also... Sorry, I might actually just go through these. Because it's whispering and it was gonna bother me. He's just a horse. Yeah. Okay, that's good. The Bakhasten, the Brook Horse. Sweden is a country that has a lot of lakes, rivers, streams, and brooks, and Swedish folklore is filled with strange creatures residing in dark waters. The Brook Horse was a pale horse who lived in creeks or lakes, luring children to ride on his back. The Brook Horse's spine grew for every rider that lured on top of its back. When the Brook Horse was satisfied, it leapt into the water, whereupon the children drowned. The Brook Horse had a lot in common with the Nix, a handsome young fiddler who lured young girls down into the water, and according to some, they were one and the same. It is likely that the Brook Horse was made up to keep children from playing too close to the water. One of the more unusual descriptions comes from an old story told in the north of Dalarna. A young man is on his way home from work at a charcoal kiln. He decides to wash up in a nearby creek. The man finds a strange stone formed like a small child in the water. He picks it up. The man notices that he is not alone. He is being watched by a horse walking on two legs. I can't read. The horse stretches out like a human hand to the man, who gets frightened and runs home to a shack he shares with his fellow workers. He tells the tale to his comrades, who laugh at him and call him a drunken fool. He shows them the stone that now looks ordinary. The man curses and goes to bed. When the workers wake up the following morning, they find the man dead in his bed, his lungs filled with water and the stone nowhere to be seen. The Brook Horse was almost always associated with death, not always in a negative way. For instance, in the sad folk tale Lily Nils, the Brook Horse is the one finally leads Lily Nils' soul home, thus ends the long series of misfortunes. I thought he was a capybara. He's a horse. We'll read the Huldra and then the one for the Milligan too, or the Mylings. Because we just dealt with the Huldra, but we didn't know who she was. The Huldra is known to have played a part in Norse mythology, but she is likely an even older origin from when man lived off the forest rather than the fields. The Huldra was a guardian of the forest. She tended to the trees, plants, and animals. A single tree in a grove surrounded by smaller trees was often considered to be the Huldra's home, or even the Huldra herself. In most stories, she presented herself as a beautiful young woman. This was, however, not her real appearance. Very few saw the Huldra's true face, and even fewer lived to speak of it, which, we did today. She was often described as a lonely and woe-filled creature. Her relationship with humans was very complex. She could enthrall a man with her beautiful song and lure him deeper and deeper into the forest, where she either wedded or killed him. The men kissed by the Huldra became apathetic and slow. According to some accounts, the Huldra was a positive force. If a hunter was kind to the Huldra, she might blow her breath down the barrel of his rifle, which would bless his hunt. Colliers considered her their friend, as she kept fires from spreading from their charcoal kiln. She also helped those who willingly offered their blood by her, but this was dangerous, as the Huldra might drink the giver dry. Just like me. Just like me. You never give vampires blood. The Huldra was thus capable of doing both good and bad deeds. It was very hard to predict whether she would help or harm them, since she played by rules known only to her. Sweet. Now we're going to go to the Mylings. Some Mylings died at the hands of angel makers. The angel maker would typically be paid by the child's poor mother to find a decent home for the infant. When the mother left, the infant was murdered. Typically, the Mylings were murdered by their mothers, often unmarried women, who had been left to fend for themselves. The Mylings would commonly be left in the woods to die, or they would have been drowned by their mothers in brooks or bogs. Some Mylings died at the hands of angel makers. Okay, that's repeating. Some Mylings died at the hands of angel makers. Angel makers would typically be paid by the child's poor mother to find a decent home for the infants. Yes. The most common way for the Myling to haunt was through a horrible wailing sound. The Myling might take the form of a ball of light similar to those of Irbolos, Scandinavian will-o-wisp, and led the curious traveler astray. Sometimes they would cry for their mothers to breastfeed them, which would apparently set them free. One story from Bergslagen tells of an old farmer on his way home through the forest. He is approached by a small child who follows him and says, "Grandfather, grandfather, I'm so hungry," and the man tries to ignore it, but the child keeps on nagging. So finally the old man loses his patience. "If you can't find someone to feed you, then feed. But you won't get any milk from me." The child seems pleased and leaves. When the old man comes home, he finds his daughter lying dead on the floor, bleeding from her chest. The child he met was the spirit of his murdered grandson. A person who helped Mylings find their way to the other side was often left with a gift. According to some sources, the Myling would have been taken in by other supernatural creatures such as Hobbs, or if it had been drowned, the brook horse. So what I'm learning that if a person is MLM, you will be safe from her. Yeah, essentially. There's more to read. There's, we'll do the Year Walk one later. This is just an encyclopedia by Smuggle and Theodore Olmsted, the author of all written content. He was born in Stockholm 1968, but spent most of his youth in Edinburgh, where his mother was born. He graduated from Lunds University in 1992 and is a doctorate in philosophy in the Faculty of Ethnology. His lectures on the manifestation of evil in folklore has been full every term from 1998 and onwards. Theodore has written 3 books on Scandinavian folklore. The Crone's Tongue has been translated into 16 languages and received the prestigious Hornets Award in 1999. He has had numerous appearances on Swedish television and an unaired children's short film called The Grimm, partially based off of Theodore's research. I'm not sure how much of this is true. But whenever we get to the church, or if I get to a point where I need to take a break after a jump scare, we'll probably read on the Year Walk. Okay, we found one crying baby. I gotta get 3 more. I'm sick of these children. Honestly, Mythology Pog. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate children. This is very true. Oh, another symbol. Hold on. So, we got those. I'm gonna grab this rock symbol real quick. So, I don't hate children, but I do not like it whenever babies cry. It really just is... I don't remember if this is a jump scare or not. Oh, it is. Um, we're gonna read from the encyclopedia. Just once more, I'm having anxiety. Hold on. Arskang, year walk. Year walking was at its core a vision quest with the purpose of being to foresee the future. There were very rigid rules concerning the year walk, and not adhering to them could prove very dangerous, even fatal. How the practice of year walking came to be is shrouded in mystery, but it seems to have been a widespread practice in Sweden until the beginning of the 19th century, and in some rural areas as late as the beginning of the 20th century. The practice was likely over 1,000 years old and most certainly pagan. Year walking varied greatly regionally, and even locally there might have been differences between one village and the next. All the variations had a couple of elements in common, though. A year walk could not be done on any common day. There were certain days of a year when the gate was opened, generally in liaison with important festival days such as May Day, Midsummer's Eve, or Christmas Eve, and most commonly, New Year's Eve. A year walker could not partake of any of the food or drinks that were served on these days, a sacrifice of no little significance since these feasts were some of the rare occasions when food would be plentiful and varied. A year walker had to avoid other people, so they commonly locked themselves in dark rooms and were not allowed to see a fire for the entire day. Sometimes, not a vast sacrifice on Midsummer's Eve, but on cold winter days where it would be uncomfortable at least, if not hazardous. If the year walker followed these steps, he would leave his dark room at the stroke of midnight. This would be his last chance to cancel the year walk. Once he ventured out there was no turning back. I can't read. Rip it off like a band-aid, you can do it. I know, just... I'm gonna finish reading this first. The church was the final destination for a year walker. On his way, he would typically encounter a number of supernatural creatures, which would pose a threat physically, mentally, and spiritually. If a year walker made it to the cemetery, he would walk around the church in an intricate pattern. Like a bee. Sorry. It is a lot to read, but it's keeping me calm. This would open the year walker's eyes to the future, but it would also lure out the church grim. Having completed the year walk, the walker would see visions that could manifest themselves in different manners. When the year walker left the cemetery, he might, for instance, see a somber procession of dancers dressed in their finest church clothes. These would be the people that would die the following year. A reoccurring theme is, of course, the year walker who meets his own ghost on the road. Another story tells of how the walker would see newly dug graves. Love played a great part, too, so a walker would typically meet wedding processions or even attend weddings yet to come. One testimony from the late 19th century tells of a mental patient named Martin Nilsson who described his visions as otherworldly experiences. Before I saw what happened next year, I lived amongst the stars. I lived there for many lifetimes, it seems. But what do I care for next year? Time has already ended. Today, the practice seems to be almost entirely forgotten. Okay. I don't wanna go. It's in there, but I don't wanna go. Okay, I'm going to cover my hand, and I'm going to not pay attention to anything but the things. And I can't even unlock it. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even unlock it. Ah! Are you kidding me? Hold on. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to play this game. I mean, I do, but I don't want to be scared. I just want to have a good time. Where's my good time? My good time boy. Is this new symbols? Yeah, it's new symbols. Okay. We have the Huldra. She's standing there and scent sign. I did know it was scary. I did know it was scary. But it's the perfect game for the new year, and I don't remember what this jump scare is like. Hold on. I can't remember what this jump scare is like. Okay. I'm gonna try and do it. The baby's still up there, great. I have to look so that I can make... Ah! Okay. I survived. Give me the baby. The things I do for my children that I don't even have. This is not my son. Oh my god, where's the baby? Did I leave him? Did I abandon my boy? Yeah, I have abandoned my boy. I've abandoned my boy. Hold on. I'll read that in a second. I want to bring this little guy to the brook first so that he can get a little dip in the pond. He needs a bath. Okay. It's alright, bit by bit. Take breaths if you need, and counting breathing if vampires breathe normally. I mean, I breathe, but like, I honestly don't even breathe normally. Oh. I've got asthma. Hold on. So we have that one. So there's one here. And I think there's one in a wheelbarrow. But I don't remember. Asthmatic vampire, yeah. True that. Oh my gosh. I have... See, this is a different place. I don't have to worry about this right now. I don't remember. Okay. I don't... Honestly, like, I genuinely do not remember how this puzzle works. We'll come back to that later. I have another baby to find. Where's my baby? He needs a bath. He needs a bath. Honestly, I just love how atmospheric the game is. And how beautiful everything, like eerie is really the word I'm looking for. It's very eerie. However, it's beautiful. And I think of this game fun. Ooh, another symbol. I was saying, I think of this game very fondly. I got my symbol. You can't take it away from me. Oh, and another one. And another one. We are eating good today. This time it's a miling. And another fork. This time it's bottom facing. Okay. Anything. Take. No backseating. I'll find it. I'll find it. Just give me time. If I feel truly lost, I will let you know. Right now I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm walking around. Regardless. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna readjust just for a second. If anybody is watching and hasn't stretched or had a sip of water, get yourself a sip of water and stretch, because it's not good to stay seated in one place for very long. Sorry. Okay, so my house, in the middle of my house, my house. Brook. There's only one place that I can't. Okay. That's the brook. Can I... Sorry. I got a little lost. Can I... Can I go back home? Hello, Mr. Stone. It's my favorite JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series. Stone Ocean. Am I really not allowed? Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. Okay. Our house. In the middle of our house. Our house. In the middle of our house. Our house. Our house. Rock pond. Okay. Am I going? I don't think I've gone farther left. Very dark. Jolene from JoJo, I love you. Yeah. She's peach. She's a peach. Love how cute she is. Okay. So there's baby here. And then there's baby somewhere else. Not in here. That for sure is something else. Where can I find my baby? Okay. I'll let you backseat now. But I'll still continue to walk around for a bit. I know there's one here. Hello. Our house. In the middle of our house. Oh, I found it. I don't remember if this is gonna jump scare me. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. This just reminds me of, oh fuck, I left my baby in the bus again. But it's, oh fuck, I left my babies are everywhere. Oh fuck, goddamn son of a bitch, I spilled my babies everywhere. Okay. Oops. All babies. You need a bath. You also look like you are exceeding in rigor mortis. I don't know what that entails for a baby to exceed in rigor mortis like that, but it means something. Okay. I'm done with these white woman jump scares. I want to bring my baby to the pond. Well, they were all drowned. Yeah. Yeah. Now we gotta... I genuinely don't remember how to... Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. And now I'm gonna open this up and make sure there's no jump scare. Okay. No jump scares. Just baby. Just baby. I'm so mad at myself. That was the easiest one, too. Yeah. I realized, I was like, wait, I remember. It's literally, all I had to do was just press those 2 letters. Another one. Here, take your kids and leave. Thank goodness. Okay, it's key time, baby. And I got four souls of the deceased. And the water is red. Okay. You know, I knew not to trust birds. Ever. Wait, hold on. Hey, yo. got a friend. You, I like you. I don't like that sound though. That's for sure. Also, this is my favorite juice. It's the good stuffs. Also, yeah, it's bird time. You know, hold on. I'm gonna turn this down for myself. Is it really loud? Because I find it's very loud. Okay. So what am I doing? Nope. Okay. Good. I think it's just for me. Okay. Now, because it was really dark, over here, what is it? There we go. So let me grab this real quick. It's, I don't remember what kind of puzzle this is for. It's a bit loud. Okay, yeah, it'll stop after a bit. So 2 dots. And another fork. Oh my god. I just realized, right? I've been calling, oh my god. It's Frey and May. It's 2 of them. Okay, so that's Chimkin in a bucket. This little guy, which is a star? Kind of? Somewhat, yeah. We'll just say 4 prongs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet. Alright. What's over here? Another bucket. Another symbol. And it's 1. And it's this little guy. It's like a cross with wings. An airplane. I like that. Okay. Oh, and look at it. It's all of them. We have the Grim, the Brochorus, the Crow, the Mylings, and the Huldra. And there's this little guy down here that I have to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's a square, but it's balanced. I wonder if there's anything else I can get. Oh, I don't like that. We're gonna look around a bit more first. I don't like if I can't tell if that's like blood or if it's paint. It should be paint. Like that's paint. Maybe. I don't know. Another scent sign. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there's no jump scares here, so I'm fine. The smiley face. Yeah. Okay. I don't like the bleed. Yeah, that's it. And I did jump? Yeah, no Twitch emotes. Sorry, I'm basic. Oh! Hello. It is, it's sunny here. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, my dude. However, you have my key. I would like that back, please. Come on. Come on. Give it back, you greedy son of a... Oh! Come on. Now I have the key. But there's a couple of other things that I have to do before I bring the key back. But first... Notre Fin. The Night Raven. Carrion birds were deeply linked with misfortune and death in Scandinavian folklore. The Night Raven, or Natra Raven, was certainly no exception. The Night Raven was described as a large bird with a shaped beak, sometimes with holes in its wings. If a person gazed through those holes, he would become ill. Other stories told of a giant skeleton bird that would never satisfy its hunger. Travelers foolish enough would be out at night risked being devoured by the terrible bird, especially on festival days such as Christmas or New Year's Eve, which ties into the whole aspect of this year walking. The night raven has also been described as an ordinary raven, but if it landed on a house, someone would die shortly with a terrible fever. Overall, the night raven was strongly associated with disease. When farmers sent their children out to collect wild birds' nests, they had to be careful that they did not pick the eggs of the night raven. Those eggs were considered deadly, but if the child was unsure, he could knock on the egg 3 times and say, "Out with thee, evil spirit." If the egg belonged to the night raven, it would turn black. The night raven not only infested the eggs, it also possessed birds, preferably carrion birds. According to some sources, the night raven was a spirit of evil, greedy man who had not been buried properly. The greed manifested itself. The night raven's fondness for shiny objects. Sweet. Okay. Mr. Magic Key. Take me down. Oh. To... Okay. So. Nope, not here. Ooh. Loud noises, but beautiful. Now we gotta get back to the church so I can put this key up. Hold on. I just gotta remember how to do it. Okay. What? Hold on. Wrong menu. Okay. I'm here. I can go, okay, all the way to the right, up. Then, oh my god. Sorry. There we go. Back to church. Let me in. Let me in. Okay. Let me in. Looks like a horn. Okay. So, now you see why I stopped and smelled the roses. So let me take the symbols I got from earlier, with the different creatures. Huldra is gonna be OC, which is gonna be 4. This is gonna be 2. The Myling was also a downward fork, which is 2. And the Nathan Raven is a... Am I missing some? I don't remember. Oh. Well, if you can't get it on the first try, you can definitely brute force it. And this goes to show it. I was like, I don't think I have the right... No. Okay. I don't have this, though. Like, I have to go back and get, I think, the rest of the stones. So I got these 2. But there's one up here that I forgot to get while I was there, which is great. And I didn't get it while I was there. Gosh dang it. And I don't know if I have the Will-o'-the-Wisp anymore. I for sure don't have the key. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna hope. Where is the... Where are you? Oh, thank God. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Okay. So, this little guy, we're gonna get you. It is, it's like a ichthyosis, but a really, really funny looking one. Okay. Alright. Is there anything else? Okay, I got this one for sure. For sure, for sure. Then I got this one for sure, for sure. I got this one for sure, for sure. Okay, so there's 3 of them. That has 1 eyes. I don't remember if they have 3 different eyes. I'll see. And if that's important to the actual sequence. So if I go down here, well, no, at least that one is the first one. Come on. Let's go. Okay, no. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay. Now I gotta go to the big boy stone. Which I don't. Okay. Big boy stone. Let's go to the big boy stone. Come on. Okay. It's stone time. Huldra. Let's see. Please. I have to feed my wife and children. Please. I don't have wife and children, but okay. So I'm gonna do it based off of direction, I believe is the best one. So never mind. Okay. We'll just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayo. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3, 4, 5. Yes! Awesome. So it's 2 times left, 2 times right, 2 times left, 2 times right, 2 times right, 2 times left, 2 times right. Okay. We did it. Okay. Before I continue, I'm gonna be right back. I think I'm just gonna get a little bit more water because my throat hurts. But I will go get that and I'll mute. Okay. All right, I got my water. I'm back because I think the rest from here is like a bunch. It's a lot more talking and a lot more reading. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the church, and we're finally going to see the goat god. Before we do, one more thing we're gonna read, because I think we have the Crickagrimmon, which is the church grim. This is the last thing that I'm gonna read, and then the rest is just gonna be game stuffs. Okay, or end of game stuffs, I think. The Crickagrimmon, the church grim. Of all the creatures in Swedish folklore, the church grim was doubtlessly the most complex and certainly the most feared. I can't speak. Welcome back. I'll read this first. Welcome back. I'm back. Okay. Let's try that again. Of all creatures in Swedish folklore, the church grim was doubtlessly the most complex and certainly the most feared. Little is known of it, since it was considered bad luck to even speak about it. The church grim's appearance varied, which could possibly be attributed to the nature of the church grim's origin. When a church was built in medieval times, an animal was sometimes buried alive under the floors, most commonly goats, since these were comparatively cheap. There have also been stories of criminals being buried alive as punishments. In other versions of criminals' hearts were cut out and placed inside an animal carcass that was sacrificed. The heart was central in many of the myths surrounding the grim. Stories from the south of Sweden told that if you could touch the church grim's heart, you could stare into the eyes of creation. The church grim guaranteed the church against thieves and grave robbers, but because of it, even honest folks avoided the church at night. Some stories say that if you were unlucky enough to be the last one to die during the year, you would serve the church grim the following year. There were other stories that suggested that the church grim was not a guardian at all, but rather a sort of parasite that was drawn to the energy of the church. While there, it fed upon people's hopes, dreams, and fears. A recent and controversial theory suggests that the church grim was closely related to a nameless Bronze Age deity. Interesting. Okay. Take me to Goat Church. Take me to church. That's not the map. Take me to Goat Church. Okay, time to do my silly little dance. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Did I fail? I did. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm a fool. Hold on. I think it's just like once. It's a lot of spinning. I'm sorry if this is making anybody dizzy. Oh. Hello. Hi, sir. Hello. I like your horns. Don't like what's under your coat. Oh. We broke his heart. Oh. Oh my god. It's too late now. Keep spinning! Oh my god. It's so beautiful. All the prismatic aspects. It can't be changed. Oh, it's my home! It's our house. 1, 2, 3. And these are constellations, but I don't remember which one is which. The Myling. The decision has already been made. You must stop coming here. Oh. This isn't about now, I don't think. It's the Grim! And the Grim's little figure. Whoa. Hey, dude. I don't love you anymore. Damn. Like, oh, it's all full of life and bright. All the birch trees. I can't move. Oh, I was not hitting the key. Oh, no. Okay. That's the windmill. It looks like it might be spring or early summer. And it's just a beautiful stroll, that's all. She's rejecting us, telling us that the decision's been made. She's getting married. Oh. Ma'am? Miss, Oh. Oh no. Hi, ma'am. Also, the amount of people that worked on this game for how beautiful. Oh, Theodore Amsden. So it was the person who did the research. I think that the team who did this game is like so small, but it's such a beautiful game. And I think about it so much. Baby Selma. Also, there's more. It's not just this. There's more. Because we still have to get through this. We still don't know what's in the box. Simmagle. Alright. Written it all down. Everything that happened. It can be changed. Deliver the message. The journal. This journal? The secret is hidden. North of the mill. South of the brook. Remember. A secret. North of the mill. South of the brook. Walk again? Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, this is gonna be the opening, by the way. In the old days, men tried to catch a glimpse of the future in the strangest of ways. They locked themselves in dark rooms, not partaking of food and drink. At the stroke of midnight, they ventured out into the night through the dark woods, where strange creatures roamed. To see if they would be wealthy, to see if they would be happy, to see if they would live, to see if they would be loved. Reading time? Hell yeah, you know it. I got my very full, very precarious, a little interesting looking cup of water. And I'm ready. Okay, so we're gonna check a map. Oh, okay. Theo. Hold on. Theo. Alm 68. South of the brook. 1894. Okay. So. Let's just crack. Let me readjust where my arm is because it's starting to hurt. But 68? 68. And then the password 1894. Hey yo! So this is, if you don't remember earlier, whenever I was reading and I was talking about Theodore Olmsted's, like, his research on this, like, not only was he credited in the game, he's also credited here academically, but also for the folklore in the game itself. So, these are his journals. It's almost beta. Or almost, yeah. It's like just beta serve. Between 2013 to 2014. So, he's got a lot of posts. And I have a lot of time. So, let's go. Starting with August, perfect. August 4th. Hello, new system. August 6th. Testing photo upload. It works. Beautiful architecture. August 13th. Should probably write here more often. August 17th. Read about every book on Swedish folklore there is. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. August 19th. Talked to ES. He suggested some field work. Might be good, but I feel that I might be 30 years too late. August 25th. Been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited, to say the least. Barely any of them knew what it was, and if they did, they had heard stories as children, but forgotten the details. Thinking ES sent me on a wild goose chase. August 27th. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing, if very brief. Talked to one Astrid Jensen. She was over 100 years old. Clear at times. Didn't know a lot of folklore. But she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year-walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. I'd have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vedtorp, and I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. August 29th. More interviews, nothing worth mentioning. Professor Asp called today. He hinted that the faculty wanted to take part in my research. September 2nd. Followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Vedtorp with the surname Svensson, according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The older brother, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Since Astrid said that her great-uncle died before she was born, Daniel is the only one that supposedly year-walked. A miller apprentice. Going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. So, I'm going to take a breathing break, a little water. How'd y'all enjoy the story? Because I really enjoy the elements of the reality and the kind of fictitious aspects as well, because like this is based off of real folklore, but the way that they incorporate that folklore into like academic journal and how that ties into, you know, the storyline. It's a very interesting take. I'm also amazed to see, like, with the team that they had, how much animation and how beautiful and intricate some of the scenes in this were. I just, whew. It's so much. Taking a little break. Okay. One more sip. I should be good to go. Okay. September 4th. Looked for reference of Daniel Svensson in old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. September 5th. Another day at the library. Nothing of interest. September 6th. Bored. I'm about to give up. September 9th. Excited. The newspaper finally mentioned a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Vedtorp. Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to his supposed year walk. Vedtorp 21 and Mugwan. I can't read Swedish. September 11th. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently Stinja was going to marry Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was interrupted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there's a great tragedy behind all of this. September 13th. The press seemed to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. September 15th. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar runestone that seemed to predate Viking age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out. Let's go look at some rocks. September 18th. Went to the library again, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed, I had. Found another article. Feeling upset and a little bit sad. Borrowed the article just in case. September 20th. Perhaps there is more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtorp. September 6th, 26th. Oh my goodness, I also can't read. Numbers. Okay. Arrived in Vedtorp. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's a rather depressing place, to be fair. The weather would not do any place justice. The hotel is empty besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the nosy side. Must ask chef for a veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have a feeling that I will find something major. So many words. Oof. Everett's hi! We're getting actually close to the ending of the stream. Most of the game that we played was already done. We're just like doing the very end of the stream where it's mostly reading and getting through those very important parts. I'm so happy to see you, Erin. Oh my gosh. We have probably about another 30 minutes to an hour of reading. You're not late. It's like, it's late. Like, we're almost done with the game. But it's good. I'm so happy to see you both. Hello, 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 hello. I'm spinning around you both. Spinning in a little circle and holding you both in my hands. Hope you had fun. I did. It was a lot of reading, and I got jump scared a couple of times because I forgot where they were. You are so cute. What? Oh, shush. Yeah, I forgot like where they were, and whenever they happened, it like I jumped. It was really funny. A little. But yeah, right now I'm just reading the journal articles that were sent or were locked away in pretty much at the beginning. We're at like the 26th. Yeah, we're on the 27th now. I'm glad to have you both here though. It's very exciting, especially since I didn't get to see Aritz on stream last time. So Aritz is on stream today with Tia Bun and with Agent. Agent was here earlier. I don't know if Agent passed out in a trash bin or if they're still watching. Whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. So, September 27th. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open for 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need tomorrow, reading lots and lots. Yeah, Agent is a snoozer. September 28th. I knew it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve, year 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records records refer to his year walk as several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the file from the archive. They gave me little choice since they are closed during the weekend. He's stealing. Hopefully borrowing, not stealing. Especially like old papers like that, you have to be very careful or else they kind of deteriorate fast due to oil from the skin and dirt and grime that might be on your hands. But as we continue, September 29th. Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stenya after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certain elements that are new to me. Must write them all down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin storm is briefly mentioned in protocol. We'll ask around about it. Hope it still exists. September 30th. Oh, the box. The box. Drove around for hours in the forest today. There are woods to get lost in. These are woods to get lost in. I can't read. Asked for the directions from every local. Most people never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there in the 60s, from when it had three different owners that from then it had three different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid 80s. The family last owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay it a visit. He did not think there would be anybody that would mind. There's the cabin. It's got like a kind of metal roof. The cabin is situated deep into the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This is the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought. Could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it might have belonged to the cabin, but it was too dark to see anything there. But I can't imagine there would be anything of significance there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be in more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight, I need whiskey. And lots of it. God, felt that. October 1st. Went to Vidtorp Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I had met. He showed me around the premises. Bought a bouquet of flowers on Stenya's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epithet read, "Red, I can't read. In memory of our loving daughter, Stenya Nilsson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand." Depressing. Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. The gravestones E.S. told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. My God, yeah, it is a lot. It's so much. Okay. October 2nd. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the country archive. Had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently, there was another murder case in Vidtorp in the early 1890s. Elisa Remisen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find her babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous. Think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about the church. October 3rd. Strange day. The runestone E.S. talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone for a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. The stone is old. Might predate Christianity. But I failed to see how it is connected to year walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable, but there's something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. This is the runestone. The big coral. October 4th. Found the box when I unpacked. Had almost forgotten about it. It seems to have a lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheels with the symbols suggest it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Sorry. Maybe ES knows something about it. October 5th. Decided not to tell ES about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Which, to be fair, you shouldn't take things because ethically it is not right. Like, if you have an artifact or something like that, you should return it to people. But for game's sake, we're not going to go into that. Just keep it where it is, but, you know, he was a little curious. The box was calling. October 7th. Busy week in meetings. The faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back to Vedtorp. Odd dreams. Let's party, Theo. Call Asp. Call Evie. Prepare lecture. Swedish. Cool. October 8th. Dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland and I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand, and suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ears to never forget it. Asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and I've been feeling rather queasy ever since. Yeah. Maybe because you keep touching shit. Yeah, probably. Alright, so give me a second because they're starting to give me symbols again, so I have to start writing them down. To be honest, like, I've had really weird dreams before about, like, death and stuff. Not my death, but, like, other people's deaths. And, teeth dreams. Like, I hate teeth dreams. I don't know. I also don't like those transformative dreams like this. I've had those too. They're not fun. October 10th. Read an account of a year walk by a man named Romidalt in an old book I came over in a used bookshop. Romidalt's story is a bit more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. I can't read. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. It would haunt me too. It is. It's really insane, it's not gonna lie. There's so much to this story. October 11th. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. October 12th. Another strange dream. Was doing my homework. Was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil. And when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come outside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up in sweat. Hasten. Not quite sure. October 16th. Must remember to buy groceries. October 17th. Fiddled with the box. Have no clue how to open it. Frustrating. Me too. October 18th. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are. And they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hands has written. They would not understand anyway. Fair. October 19th. The thought of what's inside the box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I have found nothing that resembles it at all. October 20th. Having more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. October 23rd. Is here walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by a lack of light and food? Yes, believe so. Not so sure. Yeah. There's so many logs. It goes until January. There's a bunch of logs. October 25th. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vedtorp. Mrs. Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I had not meant to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me. I woke up. Reading is good for you? Yeah, it is good for me. Okay. Oh, that's the Grimm. No more symbols? You gonna give me symbols? Symbols, please. I love reading these logs. It takes a lot out of me because I'm trying to figure out like inflection and tone and everything. Ooh, I will take another sip of water. I have water. Okay. October 26th. Find myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean, and how is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? October 27th. Do not feel like sleeping tonight. Drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. True. October 28th. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me. All the time. October 29th. Got an email reminder to deliver the text for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting. Don't know what. Don't know for what. Have a feeling something is on its way. October 30th. Received an odd email today. It's a bunch of zeros. But it is what I was looking for. Thank you for the symbol, Goat Man. Got over 1,000 of these during the last night. The email seemed to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it can mean. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here. November 2nd. Is this some kind of threat? November 4th. Called the priest. Told him of my plight. He said that Vedtorp sometimes had a strange effect on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. I was going to ask him about the box, but I decided to hang up when he suggested I should go see someone. November 5th. Woke up last night, heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards. Panicked. Managed to pry up some of the floorboards. The screaming stopped. November 8th. The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brookhorse, and the Church Grim. There might be others. Cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind. The Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? What will man do instead of getting therapy? Everything. That's like at the bottom of his worries right now. He's got to know what these guys do. Year walk equals system error from November 11th. Great. November 12th. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. November 13th. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? November 14th. How can you bend time and space? It's beyond the rift, time and space. It starts with the Grim, the Night Crow, the baby and his horses, nature, and it goes to time. Interesting. Was a crow? Connected, earthquakes, wind, watchers. I can't read this. It's hurting. It's definitely hurting my brain and also hurting my voice. When I read this, my brain went number 15. You know what? This will make it funny. This will help keep me up and keep my spirits up while reading through all this. November 15th. Got in a heated argument with ES. He is surprisingly scornful of my theories. But remember that he is an old man, and he might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it is impossible to gaze into the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure that they're playing according to our rules. Okay. Number 15. Okay. It's helping me stay up. It's helping me stay awake and alert. That was funny. It was funny to read. November 16th. The Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and this chair exists. Oh, you're funny, Tia. November 19th. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, but yet it's right there in my notebook. And we got another one, boys and girls and anybody else in between. Watchers. Orient to bodies. You know, after 2020, this is funnier. This statement is funnier after 2020. Oh. November 22nd. Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. November 23rd. Held another lecture. The last one for a long while, it seems. It's been decided I need a break, but it matters not. I have more important things to do. November 24th. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, It's all the same as the ones on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I had received, but the box remains shut. I can't read. There must be more coming. November 25th. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Couldn't hear anybody. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord. November 26th. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. November 28th. Wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. Need to hear a human voice. Don't dare to go out. November 29th. At first I didn't even notice one of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. Triangle head. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here. Or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? I thought that was going to be a lot harder to say. I'm proud of myself. November 30th. Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come in now. I hope. December 1st. Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There it was, a kitchen knife on my table. Old, but sharp. Interesting. December 2nd. I realized that the knife is his. We are connected. December 3rd. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe or God or someone not shut the gate? If we are not meant to do it, why let us? December 4th. I can hear the heart of the universe beating. December 5th. What is happening? I feel like a worm under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. December 6th. She sings and I shall follow. She's trying to fool me, that I know, but I must get closer to her, because if I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all, the heart of the cards. It's the heart of the cards, Yugi. We're so close. We just have to get through December, and then we'll put these silly codes in the box. December 7th. Didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Daniel on December 8th. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet, he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? Men gone, men gone. December 9th. Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There's a bond between us. December 10th. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols. Which means there's one more coming. December 11th. So tired. Can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. So he's also sounding like he's going to year walk. How are you going to help? I know, right? December 12th. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it, and I will see beyond everything. December 13th. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it a strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? And yeah, help yourself, my man. Yeah, he's going through it. December 14th. Am I playing the part of the fool in some cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven. Just in case. December 15th, feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there was no purpose, no rhyme, no reason for any of it. Why me? December 16th, the only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care? If I can rise above it all. True. December 17th, saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless. So cruel. Ready for anything. Don't care anymore. There we go. December 18th. It's finally here. The last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. That is obviously marker. But you can keep convincing yourself that, dude. Tested them in all different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure it out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. Of course. So simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the grim. In the order that they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? December 21st. I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here. But I cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled. December 22nd. I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with us? Helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed, and they got him at the very thought of year walking. But I think the girl can be saved. December 23rd. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. No, and the knife. I will leave it where I found it, where it all started. December 24th. If my mind is set on this, does it mean I'm doomed too? The rift, December 25th. The rift is open. It wants me to go through it. December 26th. Packed my things. I wonder if I will come back. December 27th. December 28th. That's windmill. Insane, yeah. Cabin, December 30th. December 31st. Solstorten. Solsorten. It's cold here. I wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. January 1st. It's It's midnight. Okay. So, we got all of our silly little symbols from this man who's slowly losing it. And somewhere around here is a box. Let's go. Okay, so I don't remember. Okay, yeah, okay. So down facing triangle first. And then it's D. And then it's square. And then it's gonna be up facing triangle. And then, yeah, let's go. First try. What's in the box? Vedtorp murderer executed. Kristiansand, January 21st. Yesterday morning, Viltorp killer Daniel Svensson was executed at Kristiansand prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of the young Stina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by highly renowned Dr. Helmer Ludbach, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and his visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon amongst schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This was his 4th execution. Last year, he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Remsen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vedtorp, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has improved greatly since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process, besides the slightly shaking hands so common amongst the criminal type. You could not tell Daniel from any other young man. He sobbed loudly once he laid his hand down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Graneth, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself. Then none of this would have happened." Hey, no. We don't. Not in this household. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been bored. Yet we have a connection beyond life and death, space and time. The impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge and they want their sacrifice. I wish I was there to be another way. I am sorry, but for her, there's still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. No. Stop that. So yeah, that's your walk. The single F. Yeah. Oh my god. The fact that I finished around midnight though. But kudos to me. The fact that it was only one person who made the music though, that's crazy. No, it's pretty interesting. Yeah. This is one of my favorite games to play. Yeah, I got the achievement to play it on midnight on New Year's a couple years ago, actually. I think I did it with Tia at some point. There's a couple of other achievements that you can get too. I think there's one where it's like you don't use a map that I don't want to get. So yeah, that's the end. The end. Thank you for making such a beautiful game. It's 10 out of 10. I am so... I want to quit walking. I'm done walking. I'm so tired. Yeah. Hold on. It's very fun, and if you like folklore plus eerie stories, it's just very, very nice. Yeah, like if you don't mind stuff that's a little along the lines of, what's it called? Like horror in some ways, like a little spooky, or like thriller more like, it's perfect. Thank you so much for the stream. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad that I got to see you, and I got to see Frey, and I got to see May. May's here, and Agent, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's exciting. I was gonna say, you'll see it in the VOD, but like, the reason why I can like barely breathe and why like my voice is kind of struggling is because earlier today and like right before stream I had a sandwich, and it was a particular sandwich made with tuna, but I think whenever they cooked it with rosemary, so I was having an allergic reaction. But it's better now. It's just my throat kind of hurts. Yeah. I'm fine. I took medicine. I took my inhaler. I'll be okay. It just like I can't breathe. It was worse. I had my mic. I also didn't have my mic muted whenever I entered stream, and I was coughing. Why didn't you stop, silly? I honestly didn't realize that I was having the allergic reaction until like right before stream, and I was coughing. I was like, you know what, I don't know what's wrong with me. And then I was like, wait. We took an antihistamine, so in a couple of hours it should be good. But if it gets worse, get your mama. Yeah, I'll tell Vulpe mama. If it gets any worse, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not worse. Like it's fine now. It's just like it's mild. You're so silly. Be careful, baby. I will. I'm trying my best. Honestly, like, it really is a 50-50. I just have to start asking people, like, hey, do you cook this with rosemary? Because on the menu, it doesn't show that it's cooked with rosemary, but it definitely has something in it that, like, just killed my, I don't know, my voice and my lungs. I'm gonna go sleep. Good night, good night, good night, Tia. Good night, Agent. Good night. Go sleep. Yeah. I wish I could have honestly streamed this like a lot earlier than I had, so that way I wouldn't have been as terrified, I think. Because it is a thriller, so there's some jump scares. But it was really fun regardless. I'm glad that I got to do it. I'm glad that I get to see all these wonderful people. You know, I hated that the most they don't put everything they use on the recipe. Well, it's mostly like a general idea. So it told me what was in it, but if they didn't tell me how they like seasoned the tuna or what they put on it, and it most of the times I'm not quite sure, so I don't know what to ask for. So, and I feel like it's kind of silly, but rosemary is like a not super common food allergy. So for me to like have the allergic reaction to it is like it's fine. It's just something that I deal with, and I guess I just don't eat out a lot either because of that too. Like, no, put everything in there because it might cost someone their life. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is I think they actually have like an extended menu, or you could always, ask, because even if they don't put it on the menu, most restaurants and stuff, if you ask them, hey, does this have this, they might get a little annoyed, but I'd rather them be a little annoyed than me, hours later going, why can't I breathe? Why am I having an allergic reaction to an allergy that I wasn't exposed to, And it essentially you were. To be fair, I also have like a really low response time to things like this, like fighting them for you. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I am alive. Just very sleepy now. That antihistamine took me out. It was fun though. It was a fun time. A lot of reading. A lot of me getting scared. I would love to do this again though. Like, make it a yearly situation. Go rest now, baby. You worked so hard. I'm proud of you. Oh, Tia. Proud of you. Thank you. I will. I'll rest soon. I'm just gonna make sure. Whew. I do a little talk time. A little talk after stream. Man, and that was a long time too. I've been streaming since 10. So that's like 2 hours. That's good. Okay. I will heed your advice, Tia. And I will soon end stream so I can get that good rest and be all recovered. So we'll just hang around next time, okay? Hang again. Have a good time. So, until then, goodbye. Giving you kisses. Mwah. Just for friends. Just for Dia. Okay. Bye-bye.